club. Before I sat down, still ballin', money stacked tall and shack down. Still push a button to let the roof on the back down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my back down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the backstage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah, what up, Southern rapper hood and this? I got rich and still in a hooligan clique. I be rapping about, I'm whooping the bridge. Talk about, now we're doing it, bridge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The man who spent his first 6 seasons as a Giant, Saquon Barkley. Still going. And he is gone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline. And he's able to extend this drive.
Motion man is Hyatt. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A short one there to Bellinger. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
On On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Fires complete to Harrison Bryant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. He'll take this ahead for a yard, down to the 49. Avon Thibodeau with the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
63.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Easy, 63. Tiger Hornet. Alpha.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
King.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Third and long. That's taken in right side. Ty Goddard. And he's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
On play action, it is Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Dart couldn't throw it on second down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A carry here for Tracy. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On second down, Dart. That is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here's Dart. Open man, left side. He's got it. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Second and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And this takes him into the right zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Giants.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground,
it's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley, and he'll get about 5.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Great.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Big time play for Philly. 37 yards.
Eagles.
those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll run. It's Barkley. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Once again, it's Barkley. Barkley's got the first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain there of 21. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
Hey, 73, 73. Great, set. Anyway,
To throw on second down is Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to bring up third down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Go Silver, ready?
On third down, here's Hurts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
That one joints off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Eagles will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. Look up the crowd, and here's Tracy on first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
To the air on second down. Dart. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
3rd down and 9. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Don't touch that. Hey.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Don't touch that.
Hurts to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Great. Set. 73.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
Pick up of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Trimmer.
To throw is Hurts. We'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him with no gain.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. They'll get this out wide. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. start on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down and 3. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Oh, here, down the field. Will fall, incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
3rd and short. Here's Dart. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. The paper, baby, is on the
They'll run with Tracy. The defense stringing them out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do them any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Giants first down. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll go play action here with Dart. That one thrown behind his target. It'll be incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Silver, straight. Go Silver, ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Tiger Hornet. Great, shot. Right everywhere, huh? Hey, Silver.
On 2nd down, Hurts. This one over the middle and caught by Bryce. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing, Dart. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
3rd and 7. The throw is Dart. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
To return, it's Jackson. And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
On the ground, this is Barkley. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing is Hurts. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 14 as the screen.
That's good.
The best pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
A run with Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They try to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. He has Hyatt complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Dart. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
1st down, New York.
Motion man is Hyatt. To the air again goes Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Dart going to throw it again. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Giants.
while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 20, here's second down and 7.
Back to 60. Back to 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. This is caught at 2. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Here now, second down and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Giants. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley who appears to be shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So from the 26-yard line, here's second and 5. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Here now, third and 5. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Third down, they need 5.
Hey, 70. Anyway. Crown left Yeti. Crown left Yeti. Yeti. Hey, easy. 63. Hey.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinnock.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
On play action, it is Dart. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Giants 1st down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 2nd down, a run with Scatterbrain. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Giant 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Neighbors in motion. Now a run on 1st down. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold him to a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. For the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Kelee Ringo.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. They'll look to set up the screen here. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Hurts from his own end zone on third down. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you can bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas. But don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays. We punch this thing in. We're going to get you guys right back out there.
With Scatterbury.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
It is 2nd and 9. Now it's Tracy looking to run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Slayton is the man in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's complete. Bryce Ford Wheaton. And he's in! Touchdown, New York. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 34-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
180, 180. You on left. Yeti.
They'll drop to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
63. Crowd left Yeti.
Hurts now. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Don't touch that. Crowd left Yanni.
To throw is Hurts. He's going to let it fly downfield for Beckham. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there. 3rd down coming up.
Go Silver, ready? Don't touch that. Trimmer. Hey, Silver.
Again, Hurts. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So a road win here for the Giants. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.